Breaking right now on 12, exclusive surveillance video into our newsroom after a woman is shot in Melrose. A look at the moment when shots ring out. Plus, a man robbed at gunpoint for thousands of dollars worth of valuables in Mount Eden. What was stolen and who police are now looking for.
And 80 degrees, that's your high today in Riverdale. Don't get used to it. You've got a really strong wind keeping you in the 60s for Saturday. I'll let you know how long that chilly weather lasts.
This is where they come to see their friends. Like, yes, we can maybe go to other parks, but that means finding transportation.
Frustrated parents voicing their concerns over the impending closure of a popular park due for renovations. Why they say the timing is just off. Good Friday morning, and thank you so much for joining us here on News 12 The Bronx. I'm Nadia Galindo. Let's get right to breaking news this morning. Bullets rang out in Melrose overnight, sending a woman to the hospital. News 12's Jonathan Calixto obtained exclusive video of the chaotic moments after the gunfire. Jonathan, what are you learning at this hour?
Gunfires broke out late last night here on Prospect Avenue, leaving a 21-year-old woman hurt as she was walking down this very street with a group of friends. This morning, many businesses are forced to keep their doors shut as this has now turned into a crime scene. I want to show you what we've been seeing all morning. Police tape has been up several hours now in front of several stores, and if you zoom in, a bullet hole now marks that terrifying incident. Now, exclusive video shared with us shows the moments the shots rang out. You could see 6 people frantically running down Prospect Avenue. Police say they responded shortly after 11 last night at 654 Prospect Avenue. The woman hurt in this incident is expected to be okay. She was shot in the leg. Citizen video from last night shows police and paramedics circling a Mexican restaurant down this block on the corner of Prospect Avenue and Kelly Street. Moments later, a person could be seen wheeled out on a stretcher. This comes a day after another woman in her 20s died after being shot in the eye up in University Heights. Now, as this investigation continues, police are now searching for that gunman who they believe is a man and was last seen wearing all black. If you know anything, contact the Crime Stoppers hotline. In Melrose, Jonathan Calixto, News 12.
All right, Jonathan, thank you so much for that update and that report. All right, let's switch gears and talk about the weather. We're here with Alex Calamia, and Alex, we finally made it to the Friday, and we're heading into another weekend.
Last Friday in May, and I do think we're going to make up for some lost time last weekend. We're going to finally get a few days of dry weather. 80 in Riverdale today, 79 in Pelham Gardens. Unlike yesterday where we had those kind of annoying spritzes, we don't have that this afternoon. We have a pretty good amount of sunshine for the afternoon today and a lighter wind, so that'll keep us in the 70s. But that wind comes back tonight. Very gusty wind on Saturday morning. Look at that, 35-mile-per-hour winds possible, and that is going to keep us in the 60s all day with a mix of sun and clouds. So no rain this weekend, but chilly on Saturday.
All right, Alex, thank you so much for that. Breaking across the city, 5 people are hurt after an overnight fire at Penn Station, and it could affect your travels this morning. The FDNY says a train car went up in flames on the tracks around 1:30 this morning. 2 of those people hurt have serious injuries. The other 3 refused medical attention. Long Island Railroad service is now restored, but there were many cancellations and delays this morning. Amtrak and New Jersey Transit were suspended in and out of Penn Station. The cause of the fire is being investigated. Also breaking, a huge scene along the Bronx River Parkway and Boston Road this morning. Take a look at your screen. The FDNY tells us they responded to an early morning crash. It happened just after 3:30 this morning. We're told 3 people were taken to the local hospital. No word of any injuries at this hour. Now to Williamsbridge. Check out this scene on Barnes Avenue and East 218th Street. The FDNY says 4 people were injured after a car crash. This is Citizen App video of the scene, and you can see police officers and multiple people around that area. It is still unclear how this crash happened. We do know those 4 people were taken to a local hospital with minor injuries. Now to an update in a deadly shooting of a 23-year-old man in Throgs Neck. Police say they have arrested a 43-year-old New Jersey man identified as Dante Pugh. As reported, 23-year-old Shane Sanchez was gunned down shortly before 2 a.m. outside the Throgs Neck NYCHA houses where he lived back in August. Police sources tell News 12 there was an argument earlier in the night which led to the shooting. Dante Pugh is now facing a number of charges, including murder and manslaughter. Multiple arrests made following a horrific shooting that stunned the Soundview community. Police say they have 3 men behind bars. 23-year-old Bronx man Caden West, a 19-year-old from Yonkers, Milan Wright, and 18-year-old Jared Dawkins of New Jersey. This comes after a 33-year-old man was shot in the head and killed outside 1629 Westchester Avenue back in August. Surveillance video showing the sneak attack in front of the smoke shop. All 3 men are now facing murder charges. In Mount Eden now, a man sitting inside his parked car comes face to face with 4 armed robbers who end up stealing thousands of dollars worth of valuables from him. Police releasing these images of the people wanted and their getaway car, a white Acura SUV. We're told it happened on May 11th near East 174th Street and Townsend Avenue. Police say the 49-year-old victim was surrounded by the group who pointed guns at his face before taking 2 necklaces, a bracelet valued at about $27,000 plus $500. The man was treated for minor injuries. Happening today, we're expecting an update in the trial against the Bronx man accused of a brutal rape in Mott Haven. 38-year-old Papa Diop is charged with assaulting a 35-year-old woman near 149th Street and Bergen Avenue. Prosecutors say on August 5th of 2024, Diop pretended to ask for directions before attacking and raping her. Surveillance footage led to his arrest at a subway station 5 days later. Mayor Zohran Mamdani joined New Yorkers at Hostos Community College for a public hearing focused on the city's housing crisis. Students speaking directly to the mayor about the struggles they're facing finding affordable housing in New York. The event, hosted by More Perfect Union in collaboration with the mayor's office, comes just days after Mayor Mamdani rolled out his new housing plan called Block by Block, the Housing Plan for a New Era. The plan calls for building 200,000 affordable housing units while preserving and stabilizing another 200,000 over the next decade.
It's totally unaffordable. We can't afford it. You know, prices are incredibly high and everything is high. How are we supposed to afford paying rent, living? You come outside and you spend $200 a day.
Organizers saying they hope it gives young New Yorkers a direct role in shaping the future of housing policy in the city. Meanwhile, the mayor announcing the firing of New York City Sheriff Anthony Miranda. There is no word yet on what led to his firing. The mayor's office announcing that Edwin Raymond will serve as the new sheriff. Raymond served in numerous roles during his 15-year career with the NYPD, including as commanding officer of community affairs for Patrol Borough Brooklyn North before retiring in 2023. In a statement, the NYC Deputy Sheriff's Benevolent Association saying in part, our workforce has been marginalized, demonized, and retaliated against because of the mismanagement from former Sheriff Anthony Miranda's unchecked reign. It's time for a fresh start in the New York City Sheriff's Office, and we look forward to working with the new sheriff. Police are on the lookout for a woman they say stole a backpack from another woman at the Bronx Park East train station. We're told the victim walked away and left her backpack on a bench in the mezzanine area, and the suspected thief walked up and swiped it before running off. If you know where she might be, give police a call. Dangerous road conditions in Claremont Village are making it difficult for bikers to get safely through the area. Riders say they are forced to maneuver around a massive sinkhole at Webster Avenue and East 174th Street, a hole big enough to collect trash. One cyclist is especially fearful of running into the sinkhole at night and says if he did, it could be deadly.
I'm dead. There's no surviving that because you're just going to go straight down and straight head first, so very dangerous.
News 12 has reached out to the DEP and they say they are investigating. We also reached out to DOT and are waiting to hear back. A new class action lawsuit accuses New York City's Administration for Children's Services of illegally separating families without court orders. The suit claims ACS disproportionately targets Black and Latino families. Legal aid and community advocates are now speaking out on how they think the organization can better support families.
Programs that should be helping families should be moved out of ACS. They should not be housed within the agency that is doing policing of families. They should be in areas where people feel comfortable attending. And
News 12 reached out to ACS and was told by a spokesperson in part, quote, ACS is committed to keeping families together whenever that is safely possible. We are reviewing this lawsuit with the law department. Still to come on 12, a popular park in Woodlawn is set to close for renovations, and parents, they're not happy about it. Why they want the construction delayed. Plus, the New York Blood Center is sounding the alarm about our blood supply as we head into the summer months. Why they say this is a critical time to donate.